I've always avoided cooking for some reason that it never interests me. Because I know that from preparing up to cleaning up take too much time than the actual eating itself. So too many days I've told myself, I don't have time. I don't want to spend my time cooking. And I pushed it back for too long that I became ashamed of not knowing how to do it. Actually, my parents are kind of frustrated and would even make remarks mocking my lack of knowledge in the area. Like, how would you live your life? How will you take care of your husband and your kids? What will your mother-in-law will tell you? And blah blah blah. Well, sometimes it pissed me off and hurt my feelings too. But most of all, it somehow perpetuated my insecurity to the point that I discussed to a guy before we even start seriously dating that, oops, I don't know how to cook, huh? Well, good thing, the last guy who I dated, now my husband, open-handedly accepted me for who I am. Plus, I have a very kind in-laws, so lucky me. Anyway, gone are those days. Gone are the days that I feel anxious about cooking. I realize that I have to face it. And that sometimes, when you're afraid of doing something, when something is bothering your heart, the best thing to do is to do the thing that frightens you. I had been independent for so many aspects in my life, particularly financially. And so now I decided it is time for me to take initiative on this aspect of my life. Because it isn't feasible for me and my husband to stay reliant on ready-made meals. And not to mention, it is expensive and unhealthy to eat out all the time. I have been told that improvising meals with ingredients on hand, mastering recipes, and so on and so forth take time experimenting, and that learning what's best for your taste buds, body, and lifestyle is just part of the challenge. But I like challenge. Of course, I started with the expectation that my dish won't be perfect the first time. But I told myself, if a recipe I make is edible the first time I make it, well, that's already a success for me. And guess what? The first meal I prepared, my husband finished it and said, it was okay. So for me, that okay is already a commendation. And believe me, the first time I tried, it took me so much time. I even got stuck at the very first point. It's when I realized that I don't know how to do something, which is, slicing an onion. Oh my god. But by actually trying it, gives me a boost of a confidence that I can do it and I am doing it. I still don't describe myself as a good cook. I don't think of myself that way yet. I just know the basic and I'm still learning. But that's fine. As long as I produce something that is edible and tasty, yeah, that's all good. Maybe I'm certainly not the best person to be giving advice, but anyway, I hope I still inspire other young people there who probably have the same situation as mine. That believe me, you can do it. Cooking is an extremely accessible skill that benefits everyone, and there are many ways to learn it. Just go for it. Look, I am not an expert, but here I cook pork camonado.